Hello, Eurovision fans. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Finally, I can do this. Azerbaijan have revealed the last entry in semifinal 1, and I can finally do a prediction on who will qualify to the final. I'm really excited about this. It's going to be really hard, but I love to speculate and I love to predict. So I'm going to be doing these kinds of videos all throughout Eurovision season. I will be doing semifinal 2 as soon as we have the songs. I also do predictions on who the overall winner will be. So please subscribe if you want to see more of this. So for the prediction for semifinal 1, I thought of the following concept. I will reveal the flags of the participating countries in semifinal 1. The closer they are to the top in my little image here, the more probable I think it is that they will qualify, and the closer they are to the bottom, the less likely it is. I think that makes sense. So let's get right to it. Again, this is my own opinion. I'm trying to be as objective as possible, looking at the different songs and what has qualified in the past. So let's see who I think will qualify. Let's start with the most obvious ones. I think the most obvious qualifier in the semifinal, even though it's really competitive, is Sweden. There's just no way Loreen is not going to qualify. Something really out of the ordinary would have to happen. I don't think it's happening. Sweden is qualifying. Even if they can't bring the big stage construction to Liverpool, they will come up with an amazing choreography anyway, and she will qualify. The second quite obvious qualifier, especially in a semifinal that has only televote, I think is Finland. Käärijä just has created something so unique, something we've never heard before, something so original. It's in Finnish. He's screaming, he's dancing, he's doing everything he has to do. It's just amazing, and I do think that Europe will fall in love with this. I think it might go viral between the semifinal and the final, and this is, I think, even a contender for the win. Now, another quite obvious one to me is at the bottom of the screen, unfortunately, and that is Ireland. I'm sorry, but I don't hate the song. It's just the kind of song that no one will hate and no one will love. So, or not many people will love. And you need people to pick up the phone to vote for you. Ireland doesn't have a lot of friends anyway. It doesn't have a big diaspora vote, so they need a very impactful entry. And I'm sorry, but this is not it. The revamp they did is strange. Like, I didn't hear any differences between the original version and the revamp, and the video just looks, they have this mask on throughout the entire video. Why would you do that? I don't know. So I do think that Ireland, especially in this very strong semifinal, is not going to make it. Next up, we have Croatia. Now, I know you don't want to hear this, or most of you don't want to hear this, but Croatia is so qualifying to the final. I am almost sure about that. You can see it's a little less sure than Sweden and Finland, but this is making it. Why? They have a big fan base all over Europe. People from ex-Yugoslavia, people from the Balkans who have immigrated to all kinds of different countries all over Europe. They will vote for this. They will get what it's about. Then there will be like 5% who will vote for it because they think it's a joke entry and it's a shocker and they just want to have a laugh at it, even though it's a meaningful entry, I do think. And then there will be 90% who will absolutely hate this entry, but in Eurovision that doesn't matter. That's the thing. It really doesn't matter. 90% can hate you. If 10% vote for you maybe a couple of times, you will do well, at least in the televote. And so I think Croatia will qualify. Next up, Norway. Another good song, very catchy, very televote friendly, I think. It has gone viral on TikTok. It has charted in different countries around the world already. So I don't see how this is not going to qualify. I do see that there are 3 Nordics in the top 4, but I think these are all songs that all of Europe can really like. And of course, they're going to give points to each other, I think, because they are good songs. So yeah, Norway will qualify. Next up, by the way, the dotted line you can see is the line of qualification, I call it. So if you're below that, you're not qualifying. If you're above it, you do qualify. Now, I actually don't remember what comes next, so let's see. Malta, yeah, another probable non-qualifier. I really like the song. I like the story it tells. I like him and his band. They have a lot of charisma. However, I think the song is just too repetitive. It just does the same thing for 3 minutes. And in another semifinal, it might qualify for being fun. But in this one, I don't see it. And again, they have to rely on televotes. And Malta has not done that well, or has usually done better in jury than in televote. So not seeing that one. Next up, we have Czechia. It's a very good entry, full of originality. It's sung in different languages. It's just a great song. Like the instrumentation and the melody is really touching, I think. What I do think is that they have to really improve the live performance. This could be a shock non-qualifier if they don't do that, because the live performance in the national final just wasn't as impactful as the music video and as the song is on its own. So they really have to work on that, but I do think that Czechia will make it. Then we have Portugal. If you've seen my rating video, you know I love Portugal. I love this entry. Everything about it, it's such fun. They have the problem of being in the first part of the semifinal, and I think in a competitive semifinal like Semi 1, that's going to be a bit of a problem for some of these entries. Croatia is also in the first half, but they're going to be memorable anyway. And the fans will vote for it no matter where they perform. For Portugal, it might be a bit problematic, but I think, and I really, really hope that in the end they will make it to the final. Then, basically on the same level, which some of you might kill me for, is Israel. It's 5 songs pressed into one, but it doesn't quite work 100% for me. It seems extremely calculated. Now, some of you will say, well, Chatu is very calculated, and that might be right, and maybe Norway too. But this is just another level of being calculated. And then you hear that there's gonna be an epic stage show in the last minute, but then the song ends and you don't really remember how it started. So I'm not sure. It might be good for the stage show, but I'm not sure whether it's a good idea for a song. So again, I think they're gonna do it. I think it's good enough, and she is just so professional, an amazing performer. She deserves a much better song in my opinion, but I do think that she will make it to the final in the end. Now we're getting very close to the non-qualification or qualification line. My next one is Serbia. Again, if you see my rating video, it has grown on me immensely. I love the message of it. I like the artistic style it has and all the thoughts that went into creating the song and the performance. But it needed a bit for me to really appreciate it. And I think that might happen for a few people in Europe as well. It will get votes in its region. It will get votes from all around. But in a very strong semi like this, such an artistic performance might be in a bit of trouble. But as you can see, it's close to the line, but it's not on the line. I do think that Serbia in the end will make it. Then Moldova is right on the line. This is very hard to predict for me, and now it's really getting hard the closer we get to the line, because it's a good song, it's a catchy song, it's in a national language, it stands out, he is a good performer. I just think the stage show has to really improve a lot. If it stays like it is, it's gonna have a lot of trouble, I think. But if they improve it a lot, and if they bring it together and streamline everything, this could go top 10 in the final even, and then not predicting it as a qualifier would be crazy. But yeah, basically, I don't know. But I do think that in the end, they will make it, because it's just a very catchy song. And Moldova has a pretty okay track record as well, especially with the televote. I mean, last year they had almost nothing from the juries, and then were top 3 in the televote. So yeah, it's gonna happen. And then we have Switzerland. It's an amazing voice. It's a good song, a good pop song. Switzerland doesn't have a lot of friends that vote for it in any case. It's the lyrics I don't like, but I think a lot of people could connect to it and could like it. So I'm not 100% sure, and that's why it's right on the line. Something has to be out. That's the problem. There are 5 songs in the semi who cannot qualify. I'm really not happy with the setup of Semi 1 and Semi 2 because there will be songs in Semi 2 that make it that don't really deserve it, and some in Semi 1 that don't make it. I think Switzerland might be one of them, but in the end, I do think that he will make it. Then we have Azerbaijan. I just did the rating video. It's an okay song. It's chill. It's nice. There's a good atmosphere. I think they might not be the best people to connect with an audience, to be honest. And it's just a kind of song that no one will mind, per se, but no one will pick up the phone, or not many people will pick up the phone to vote for. So I don't think Azerbaijan will make it. It will be only their second non-qualification. But in this field, I really think, yeah, it's not memorable enough. Then, my dear Latvia, I love this song. I love the band. I love the way they are singing and performing and the artistry and everything, that they are sending a very known band. But I really want them to qualify. This is not what I want to happen. This is what I think will happen. This should qualify over Israel, over Moldova probably, but it's just a kind of song that might not be impactful enough on first listen, especially to qualify. So I'm predicting it not to make it, unfortunately. And then the last one is the Netherlands. They're right on the line, but I need a 5th country that isn't making it. It's a good song, a good pop song. It's well composed, but the whole duet thing doesn't really work out for me until now. I think they're going to have a good staging. If they have a great staging, they might make it. But who are they kicking out? Maybe Switzerland, maybe Serbia, maybe Israel. I don't know. But I think the Netherlands are in a bit of danger to lose their qualification streak, unfortunately. And Switzerland might also be in danger. Yeah, you can see it's not easy for me at all. I don't know what to tell you, but it's so much fun to predict. And watching it will be amazing because you don't, like in some years, you kind of know who's going to qualify. There's like 2 or 3 where you're not sure whether it's these 2 or these 2. But this year, a lot of things can happen and it will be really exciting to watch. I will make updates to this prediction once we have more live performances, and especially during the Eurovision week before the semifinal happens. So make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss that. And please let me know in the comments whether you agree with me on my prediction, whether you are of a different opinion, but also tell me why. Don't just tell me you're an idiot, you don't know anything. That doesn't help me at all. Explain to me why you think, for example, Ireland will definitely qualify, or why Portugal will not make it. Yeah. If you want more content like this one, I'm doing the Semi 2 prediction very soon. I'm doing predictions on the overall winner of Eurovision as well. Please subscribe to my channel and come back to see my next video. Bye bye.